Welcome back to the Fast Five, where we give you the headlines today in under 5 minutes. Today's episode brought to you by Warren Wessel of Warren Wessel Realty. Give Warren a call if you're buying or selling a home. 612-419-7453. That's your friend in the business, Warren Wessel. All right, Super Tuesday. That's the headline. That's basically it. That's all you got to know about today. Super Tuesday. Minnesota's one of the states. Here are the states: Alabama, Arkansas, California, Colorado, Maine, Massachusetts, Minnesota, North Carolina, Oklahoma, Tennessee, Texas, Vermont, Virginia. They're all having a presidential primary today. You've probably heard something about it. I've got a lot of texts and a lot of calls today. Should I be voting? Tell me, what do I do? I don't know what I need to do. How do I vote for RFK Jr.? Actually, my friend said Ted Kennedy. I was like, no, that's Ted Kennedy's dead. What are you talking about? Anyhow, that just shows how much people are paying attention. The Republican side, it's basically Haley versus Trump. Haley's still in this race. Unbelievable. I think most people think she's going to be out of this race after she gets clobbered tonight. She's only won one race. That's Washington, D.C. Trump didn't do very well there. She's going to get beat in every state. All right. If you're listening to this on Wednesday morning, you've already learned that fact. Expect Haley to drop out of this race. There's really just no path forward for her. The more interesting thing, and by the way, 35% of the delegates for the Republican nomination are selected tonight. 36% of the delegates for the Democrats are selected tonight. This is where it gets interesting. The Democrats actually have something fascinating happening. First of all, Joe Biden is by far the front runner. Dean Phillips, does he take 5% in his home state? I don't even know, right? It seems like all the major Democrats in the state are not getting on board with him. Marianne Williamson might still beat him. Although, did she suspend her campaign? It's kind of hard to tell. Long story short, there is a movement of uncommitted, and this text message went out and we got this sent to us, and I'm going to read it here for the people that are just listening to audio. Hello, I'm with VoteUncommittedMN.com. I'm reaching out to ask you to vote uncommitted in the DFL presidential primary today, March 5th by 8 p.m. We're voting uncommitted so that President Biden knows that we need a permanent ceasefire in Gaza now. Can we count on you to vote uncommitted? So how big a vote does uncommitted get today? That is the big headline that will lead probably the news tomorrow. There is a concerted effort to the point where they're text messaging voters. In fact, this one went to a woman in my household. By the way, I didn't get this text message. So who knows why she ended up on it? Probably because she's a woman and higher propensity Democrat voter. Although they got her wrong, by the way, on this particular case. Anyhow, polls close at 8 o'clock today. If you want to vote in the presidential primary, you can do that. The one little sneaky thing is the parties then know which party you voted for. Okay? It's the only time an election is not completely anonymous in Minnesota. They will know which party you voted for. Those are your headlines today. Stay tuned. We actually, if you're listening to us today on Tuesday, we're going to be live at 7 p.m. for the results. Otherwise, we'll be back again on Thursday if you're listening to us on Wednesday. Take care.